like my boy, 5 live with 5 at 5 is going down. Today, we got Baton Rouge Finest in the house, man. He done been in Texas so long, he done kicked it with Flip. He didn't know about the screw era. He know about everything everybody got going on. He thought my house was Flip house. All kind of things going on, man. We got the Trillis. And then tomorrow, guess where he'll be? With Master P and the rest of the Louisiana legends along with 50 Cent, man. Baby Savage in the building.
Yes, sir. The God of grind. You know, first, I want to say, bro, I appreciate you for having me here. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure.
Come on now.
And just for giving me the opportunity to share some of my story, as well as give some music business game to these independent artists and the people who watch your platform, as well as talk about the future, the vision
of what you got going on.
Exactly.
And where we going as a collective.
Exactly.
That's what's up, man. I'm here for all of it, man. I love enlightenment. That's one thing we love. Sometimes we get the BS, but then I love to enlighten the crowd.
Yeah.
Entertainment, enlightenment.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with you, big dog?
So, you know, I'm going to just kind of give you a little bit of the beginning.
Okay.
Or whatnot. I first got in the rap game when I got out of prison. Or whatnot.
Texas or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Ooh, yeah.
I did time
Parish.
in prison, yeah.
Hard
time, dog. But I said, hey, I want to get in the music business. So I dropped 2 DVDs, documentaries about my life in the streets. A young dude who was, you know, kind of doing his thing in the streets real large. But when I got out, I started doing touring or whatnot. And the first year, I did like 100 shows on my own.
100?
100.
You booked them and
I booked them myself. Nobody knew who I was. I rented out the clubs. I promoted them. I did the flyers, the graphic designs myself.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, one-stop shop. You know, first year in the rap game, 100 shows. And I made a little bit over $100,000.
Come
right?
on now, that's where I was going. Did you make some money?
Yeah, oh yeah, I made a lot of money. So how I come to get with Flip was, Lil Flip was, I wanted to do more shows. And what I noticed that every time I go to a club, the club owners would ask me, do I know anybody else? Because most of the club owners was older gentlemen who owned the club. You know, they used to the blues or, you know, James Brown era, and now it's a hip hop era, but they still own the club and they don't really know any rappers. So I was like, I need to find somebody, because every time I do a show, they could be coming behind me, you know, and then I go to the next city, then they could do that show and I could be making a percentage off of them as well. So I did some research. I looked around to try to see who would work with my price, and this was back in the MySpace days. Wasn't no Facebook. Wasn't no Instagram, TikTok, none of that.
Still putting up posters and
Man.
hand-to-hand.
Ooh, hand-to-hand combat.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, pop in the trunk.
You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
CDs in your hand,
Yeah.
30 boxes.
Yeah.
5 don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
5 started rapping yesterday, just for y'all know.
Bro. Yeah. Yeah.
He came with the digital. He don't know that.
Yeah. So, you know, and my pop the trunk actually come from Houston culture. I'm from Louisiana, so I'm gonna get to the point of how I got with Flip, and then I get to how I got to pop the trunk culture. Yeah. So I looked around and I called a lot of people. Nobody would do it for the price I needed them to, and then I finally ran up on Flip. His daddy was managing him at the time, Big West.
Shout out Big West.
Yeah, shout out Big West, big homie, my big homie.
For sure.
Yeah, my big homie. So he said, yeah, we'll do it for that. And I did a feature with Flip first, and I brought him down to Louisiana, and I told him, I said, man, I've been doing 100 shows in just Louisiana. I want to bring you down here, you know, for Louisiana. And Flip had a price he wanted.
No, this that flip days, that dubbing up.
Yeah. Well, no. It was a little bit
Up
down.
under that.
Yeah.
I remember he was getting 80, so the dub was.
Yeah.
That's when he came back to not reality, but came back to, you know what, I'm finna go and start grinding.
Yeah. But it was lower than that. But I was like, listen, bro, this is what I could do. But I'm gonna do 100 shows, right? And I was like, just let's do it one weekend. If you like it, we'll keep on going with it. So we did 1 week, and we probably did like 7 shows that week. We had a couple of shows, after party shows, after parties. Yeah. And he made a lot of money. He was like, you know what? Let's go. So I came up here to Houston with Flip, and I stayed kind of like off and on at his house for like maybe 3 to 4 months. And that's when I got introduced to that pop trunk culture. You know, Agony Life.
Lil O.
Lil O as well, but the 2 people who I saw the most during that time who inspired me was Agony Life and Showtime, Mr. Perk.
You know Showtime. Yeah. That was my next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He the king of it. Agony Life too, though.
Yeah, Agony Life, man, he I watched the DVD of his, you know, I'm from Louisiana, so I wasn't used to just hustling out the trunk like that. And I said, and I was still a funny story because before I came to Houston, I was still in the game. But I met Agony Life, and I felt like it was a great, you know, I ain't gonna say coincidence, but providence. Because when I met him, I ran up to that nigga like, man, where is that? Because I seen how he was, you know, moving. I was like, man, where is that?
You gotta be with my lane.
Yeah. And he was like, nah, man, I don't do nothing but rap.
That's all he do.
Yeah.
You know he used to be in a group with Ro.
I ain't know that. Was he
A lot of people don't know that. Remember, Ro brought that to us on his interview. They learned a lot of stuff about Ro they didn't know. But Agony Life, shout out Agony Life, man. He don't even ride on that coattail either.
Right.
But he was one of the first artists before Trey.
Oh, wow, okay.
Had a group with Ro. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took off, you know, with Flip, and man, at that point in time, I think Flip was probably doing about 30 shows a year, something like that. I can't really remember, but I took it to like hundreds of shows a year. You know, we was booking him everywhere. You know, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Washington, D.C., and I'm doing sometimes 2-3 shows a day,
a week, or whatever, right?
No, a day. We would do like a day show, which would be a seminar. Then we would do an actual concert. Then I'd do an after party, and I would have other people book them. Sometimes I would do a showcase. And from 2010 to probably 2016, you know, Flip was like one of the biggest persons who I booked. But around about 2014, I started booking other artists, from Charlie Boy to Young Bleed, Young LA. You know, I did a few with Lil Kiki, Bone Crusher. You know, these,
Bone Crush, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P., man.
Yeah, Hunt. I probably did maybe, you know, over the last past 4 or 5 years, bro. Well, I'm gonna say over the last 10 years, over 1,000 shows.
Damn.
Yeah.
You was a workaholic, bro.
That's why they called me the guy to grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I said I wanted to take this to the next level. I started making a lot of money, and I got kind of lazy a little bit. And then I said, how can I take this to the next? Because I'm doing all of this out of my house. And I'm like, I need to start something like, I want to be Walmart in the music business. I want a real building. I want a real company. So that's when I bought the building. I don't know if he showed you the picture, but it's a 7-story building downtown Shreveport.
Put it right there.
Yeah. And it's downtown Shreveport. I'm the first black person to ever build a building in Shreveport, Louisiana, downtown or whatnot. And it's a high-rise building, 7 stories. But it's a call center for booking. So what I do is I take artists and we set them up 50 shows, 100 shows. It's something I've been doing all my life, but instead of now me doing it by myself, the first flow, I got about 8 people working with me. In a little while, I'm gonna have maybe 30, because 30 people fit on the first floor. But they just behind cubicles, and all they do, hey man, we got, you know, because right now I'm working with Young LA and Young Bleed.
Got to have my extra keys, extra lead, Barkley.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
boy,
That's him.
if you
That's
seen
him.
that shit fire,
Yeah.
but fell out on stage.
Yeah.
Shout out Young LA, man. Keep grinding, my guy.
Yeah. That's one of my number one dudes. We doing like I say right now we just did 50 shows, but I'm doing 100 shows with him right now.
How do you approach people with 100 show situation? What you say, like, I'm gonna give you your price is 20. What you do? Tell them I give you 10, but we gonna do.
That's what I do.
That's dope.
And I say, hey, would you rather do your 20 shows a year? Or would you rather do 200 and make 3-4 times what you normally make? Now we're gonna cut your price a little bit because it's like a sale. When I'm calling a promoter, if he know you normally going for 10,000, I tell him, hey man, we gonna do it for 4. He know that's a hell of a deal. But I say, hey man, listen, not only do I need you to book them, I need you to reach out to some people in your area. We need to get them at least 2 or 3 shows so it make sense. So now instead of him coming down there for 1 show,
he's doing 4 or 5 shows.
4 or 5 shows.
In the replace of the 1. So instead of making 10, you making 4 times, you making 20.
Right. But here's the biggest
With more
thing.
work.
Yeah, but here's the biggest thing. When we get there, okay, we got podcasts and interviews, and we're gonna get the podcasts and interviews to give them a little something. It might be $200-$300. It don't matter. But once we get down there for a lot of the upcoming podcasts and interviews, you done did 10 of them, okay, you made $3,000. Then we're gonna set up a studio session with you. How much your verses cost? Okay, you normally do $1,500. Let's do $750. We're gonna get 20 niggas up in here, and you're gonna make another $10,000-$15,000 on that. Then before that, what we're gonna do is early that morning. Okay, we got a tattoo shop. Hey man, I'm finna bring Young Bleed through, Young LA through. He gonna stay for an hour. Give us $200. Okay, we can play the music. You can set it up with all your people, do video footage, whatever. Okay, we're gonna leave the tattoo studio. Okay, we're going to a restaurant. Hey, give us 2 free meals and give us $200, and we're gonna stay there. We're gonna chill. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna eat for an hour or so. After we leave the restaurant, we're going to the clothing store. After we leave the clothing store, we're going to the barbershop. Hey man, give us a free haircut. Give us $200.
The clothing store got us some clothes too.
Yeah.
Man, you the ultimate hustler, bro. You got it down packed.
Yeah.
This is a young Al Heyman.
Yeah.
Do you know Al Heyman?
I don't know him.
Man, we need to get Carrie. Where Carrie at? Tell Carrie call Sylvia Rome and Al Heyman, man. Get this guy hooked up, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a mind state, bro.
Yeah. And I got a whole itinerary for the artists. So it be written down, printed out, because we running a real business. So when you come there, this is what you got to do. We got 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Okay, cool. You're supposed to be at the show at 10 o'clock, so we're going to have you at your hotel 4 hours before so you can get your little rest if you need to, chill, relax, smoke, whatever you do, and then be at the show at 10:30. So, it's...
Instead of getting there at 12, get there at 10:30. We're going to do the pictures before the club. We're going to do... Oh, yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Even with the meet and greets, like, if you want a special meet and greet, we'll give you a special price for that. But...
You know Big Heavy?
I know Heavy. I got a story about Heavy, too. You talking about Heavy that managed Slim Thugg?
All of us.
Right. Oh, he managed you, too?
Everybody.
I'm gonna tell this story right quick. And Heavy...
Big Hell.
I called Heavy one day, and I got Heavy number from B. Dibbles, which is Charlie Boy manager, B. Dibbles.
I think we met him at Flip Spot one time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I say, man, I want to get Slim Thugg in a cameo in my music video. And I'm talking to Heavy. I say, look, I do shows. I could book Slim Thugg 50 shows, 100 shows. All right? I said, all I want is a cameo. I don't want no money off the deal. Heavy's, now I'm going to pay you. If you could do something, I'm going to pay you. I said, okay, cool. This is the first day I talked to him. 2 days later, I call. I say, I got 3 shows for you. Okay? One of them was in Little Rock. One of them was in Victoria, Texas. And as a matter of fact, the guys in Victoria, Texas was up under me. I trained them because I trained people how to set up shows. So they booked Slim Thugg and they booked Zero, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Heavy did take care of me on the money. He broke bread with me. He paid me right, and I was happy about that.
Heavy don't do about the money.
Yeah.
But the artist played.
That I ain't never get the cameo, and I was like, I was like, damn. I was like, I could have set up Slim 50 shows, bro. And I was like, and I kept calling him, so I was like, you know what, maybe something going on, I don't know.
That's how Slim is, man. He probably like, well, we paid him.
Yeah.
Shit, what we gotta do the cameo for? Bro, the cameo is what I wanted.
That's what I
didn't
wanted.
want the money.
That's what I try to tell people, because even at that time, I had made so much money, I didn't need the money. Now I'm trying to build relationships. Now I want to say this: I never talked to Slim.
Okay.
So I don't know Slim. I never talked to him. This was just a deal that I had
with
head
management. Yeah,
right.
Big help at that, man.
But I was just looking at it like, bro, in 2 days and I don't want to say the price, but I booked you 3 shows for the price that you wanted. So I feel like, damn, bro, don't you think I could have made them 50 shows happen like that? But it just never happened. But shout out to Heavy, because like I say, he did take care of me. Cash wise, he took care of me.
And then you looking at, you probably thinking about just Slim Thug and Roll, but he got Baby Bass, Kiki, Mike D, Scarface. He showed Scarface another, like what you saying, on another level, how to hustle the meet and greets and shit. We never knew about all that, bro. He called it the experience.
Right.
And so he's getting people backstage, and so they might pay, instead of paying $150 for their ticket, they paying $500.
There you go.
But you got 100 people that want to come eat dinner with you. 50 people want to come in, man. That's an extra bag at the end of the night, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with Master P right now.
Okay.
The meet and greet experience, that's why I'm kind of working with his camp, and I'm setting up meet and greets and stuff like that. And you know, I've been knowing Master P for like 17 years, not just on a personal relationship, but just kind of then being through his management or whatnot, and through his artists and stuff like that. But you know, you told me you had a story about P.
I got a story about P. Man. I was letting you talk, man. Look, so Percy, where you at, Percy? One of these cameras got to be yours. I'm responsible for Percy Music getting on screw tapes.
Really?
Me.
Really?
He gonna remember.
Okay.
You had a basketball shirt on. You just got the tattoo of your brother. You was in a cutlass or something like that.
Yeah.
He brought the album. Everybody used to bring their music to Screw House because it was like, you know, we know he was the radio station.
Right.
You wanted to get on the tape. So some kind of way I was in the front. And when he walked up, I was already out there. Because a lot of people do it, but a lot of people don't get through. Lil O is one that I helped, and Master P the second one I helped. He pulled up. Boy, they all, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
bro,
he was so convincing and had so much confidence in himself that I said, when he left, I was like, screw, that boy finna blow. We went right in there and put it on, and the song was Ice Cream Man. It was on a compilation. It was the West Coast Bad Boy compilation.
That's crazy.
And we put it on my tape because he brought it.
Right.
And when we heard it, I was like, man, put that on my tape that I'm here doing.
Right.
And after that, he just started flooding Master P. And then after that, Cash Money. And you know what I mean? Because if Screw put you on that tape, bro, you on.
You out of here.
You gone.
Yeah, that was the radio back then.
Sebo, Spice One, Master P, Cash Money.
Yeah.
Man, we wouldn't know who them people was without DJ Screw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You hear P, he gon' when he see this here, he gonna say, man, that was me, the little young big head nigga that was standing there. That was me, big dog. Yeah, for real. So we need to link up and do us an interview or something. You owe me nothing, though, because your success was gonna be your success. Right. But for sure, if you want to throw a ball back up, just do it 5 minutes with me.
Right. Nah, that's okay.
But that was dope, though. I get that little accolade. I can say I helped Master P get on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's when what you doing and everybody in the South having a mindset of let's make it.
Right.
That's the result of that.
Right.
If everybody, like you say, man, now you teaching youngins how to eat.
Definitely.
Even saying this game, I'd be scared to tell everybody my game because what they want to do is duplicate, cut, paste, copy, cut, paste, copy. You know what I mean? Or copy, paste, cut, you know? Bruh, but get a game. It's enough money for everybody, bro.
And that's why I say I don't mind giving it for free. But I tell people all the time, now I got some stuff that you're going to have to pay for too. Some of it's going to be free, but some of it you're going to have to pay for. And if you don't have the money to pay for it, then you can work with me, and then I'm going to teach you along the way. But I'm going to get something out of it because the type of stuff I be teaching people, bro, it'll take you to the next level. Like one of the things we talking about the shows, right? I tell each and every artist, I made $500,000 a year for for the past 16, 17 years just off of shows, right? And all I did was 200 shows a year and made $2,500 each show. And if you add up 200 times 25, that's $500,000. It's just that easy.
Just that easy.
You know what I mean?
You just got to know how to money manage.
That's it. And,
or don't spend it before you get it.
You know what? Here's the great thing about me. All the money I made, I invested like over 60% of it.
Back in the situation.
Bro, I got 26 rent houses. I got 8 commercial buildings. I got the Rolls Royces, 4 Rolls Royces, Bentley, Lamborghini. Just built a mansion. So we talking about living a real independent dream. You know what I mean?
Now.
It's not just something, okay, well, he's saying he got this. No, I got the assets. I can walk outside
and show you this what I'm doing.
Yeah. And if you paying attention to me, you follow me on Instagram, you see it. You know what I mean? You can see millions and stuff, and I tell people I don't sell drugs.
Yeah, they know you ain't here by chance or by coincidence.
Right.
They know if you just made it to the one-on-one, man,
right.
you at the top of the pyramid. Yeah. So they know, hey, ain't no cap in this rap, man.
Yeah.
You know, welcome to the top. That's what I like to tell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, one of the things I wanted to talk about too was, you know, I had to take YouTube to court.
Come on now, man. Yeah, I seen that. What happened with that, bro?
So YouTube had took my channel, and they had at that time they had taken millions of people channels.
Don't take our channel, YouTube.
Well, it's different now,
Mr. YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't do it to us. This is his experience, Mr. YouTube. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's different now because what happened was when I took them to court, and this was in California during COVID. They took my channel 2018. This is all documented too. So
that's when they was paying jokers too. Man. During that time. It was
I'm glad you said that.
Giving incentives to go and make a podcast back then. Where you was at, Five was playing back then, dog. It was 5 fault, dog.
No, I'm glad you said that because
Five did it.
I was telling Five that, okay, when I went to court, what I did was in my actual petition, I told the judge that I was making $7,000-$8,000 a month. So imagine YouTube suspending 1 million accounts, YouTube creators, how much money they saving right now, right? They created little small things inside of their company to so they can terminate you purposefully, right?
And keep the money.
But also your data, because back then if you got your channel terminated,
you couldn't get your data.
Nothing. So in February of 2022, I won my court case. They had to change their actual platform for the entire world, not just the United States, that if you get terminated, they have to give you all of your data back. And that's Alonzo Sanders versus Google and YouTube.
Man, appreciate you, brother. That's a serious situation now.
Yeah, dog.
You fought for the rights of people. People are gonna be thankful for that for eons away. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's a big move.
It is, and that's
so did you get any monetary gain with
I got like $20,000, and here's why I messed up it. I was cheap. It was $400 to sue them for up to $25,000, or $560. $560 to sue them unlimited. I ain't put that extra $160 on that.
Oh my God!
But I want to say this: I wasn't even suing for the money.
It was the point.
I just wanted my channel back.
Right? Did they get your channel back?
I got my channel back. I'm back making money off my channel. And I got I got 51 million views, 100-something thousand subscribers.
So you're not shadow banned or nothing.
Not shadow banned.
Now.
I'm getting like 3, 4, 5 million views a week, dog. So and it been like that ever since they gave my channel back. But you know the biggest thing was that the monetization.
You cool with because if you'd have hit them for more money, then they probably would have shut them. Yeah, probably would have been. Come on, they humans.
And all my history on there too.
They human.
Yeah, you know, like all my history in the rap game, the footage of me and Lil Flip, you know, he was probably
mine. Yeah.
I had to get that back. You know,
that's true of that, bro.
Yeah,
that's true of that. That's it's people for years and years and years gonna be thankful for that five.
Yeah, man. I got interviews on there with Zero, Kiki, Slim Thugg. Now I never met him personally, but I did a quick 2-minute interview with him. This before I got in the rap game.
Right.
I just ran up on him. Hey man, I need an interview. He's like, what you want me to say?
3 questions. 1 question.
Yeah.
So how you start?
Yeah.
That's how you start. And I bet those interviews are priceless right now.
They are to me. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? Definitely.
For sure. And the South. You already know how we feel about our own
Yeah.
down here.
Man,
if it's Louisiana
facts.
made, Texas made, hey, man, we with you.
Yeah, you know.
We with you, man. I think you're on to something great, man.
Yeah.
So just keep pushing and pull us along with it, man. We need some of that game over here, man, because we're doing this strictly for the future, to be able to rewind and say, from A to Z, this what came out the South.
Right.
Just because we starting in Houston don't mean we just got the farm with Sean Cotton.
Right.
We got academics on the line. We got all the big dogs, but what we trying to do is make sure that we cover our area first before they take us and make us a national little
brand.
Yeah, you know, and then they telling us what to do. Now we can't do what we doing here spontaneously because contractually Five got to check the thing and see woo, and man, we just can't do it.
Yeah, no,
But when you get the freedom to do what you want to do, people don't know how important that is, that independent grind.
Yes, sir.
It's worth more than money.
It is. And you know, even for y'all platform, some game, because I was just talking to Five about that, was I know y'all monetized on YouTube. He told me y'all monetized on Facebook, but you need to get monetized on TikTok. Not only that, the audio portion of it, y'all need to start putting y'all interviews on a distribution platform, whether it's DistroKid or United Masters.
Yeah, to where they can listen to it as well.
No, not just that. But here's the thing. You're going to get paid in 4 ways, right? So you got the streaming service. When they listening to it, you get paid. Then your mechanical rights, you get paid. Then you got something called POH rights. You get paid. So that's 3 ways you're getting paid. Then the 4th way you can get paid is a digital download. So if someone actually pays the 69 cents, they want to download it, maybe they want to listen to it in their car. So that's 4 ways you can get paid. Now imagine you getting, 1 million views, just 1 million views. Well,
take you over the top.
It could be $4,000 each million views. And I'm just giving you a minimum. And then now, you got other ways you can get paid too, by putting links like I got on my YouTube channel. Besides the monetization, you can hit me up and you can say, hey, Baby Savage, I want to talk to you personally. Okay, well, look, it's $100 and I'll give you 20 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So you just can't even be looking at the monetization or the digital downloads. Maybe somebody want to talk to you about a podcast. There's a million podcasts out there. They see what Mike D doing. And they're saying, man, you know what? We want a one-on-one with Mike D over the phone.
DJ Vlad doing something like that with his membership. I was telling Five about it. It's like a platinum version of the membership, to where you, instead of paying $5, $10, $20, you pay $100 a month, but you get a one-on-one consultation with the GOAT himself.
Really?
Man, I'm talking.
I pay that $100.
But bro, we paying it this month. We not playing. We taking. Hey, if we make $39.99, we putting 31 with it to make it work, man. I'm telling you, $30 in a penny. I'm telling you. And really sit down, because that's all you need. Just like you just gave us confirmation of what we doing. Everything you said, we got emotion. So now we know that we floating along, and I hope somebody else heard something that answered their question to float along, because this space is, everybody should have a podcast.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as too many, because everybody got a life.
Right. And
everybody has charisma in their own,
Not only that, different subjects and different genres.
I can't tell your story like you can.
Right. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this right here. Because another way you need to get paid, y'all got an LLC for your podcast? Mm-hmm. So what you got to do is, because what I tell independent artists is this. You want to get signed by a label, because the only thing they're going to do is go borrow money from a bank and then put it behind you, and you're going to owe them, you're going to pay them back, and then they're going to pay the bank back. Or would you rather go directly to the bank and cut the middleman out with your LLC?
And go get you some money.
Simple.
I thought about that before Five. I bet Def Jam them so, because
when
they got all the assets, I sign DMX for $100 million, and I go and say, hey, look at Chase.
Yeah. That's all they doing.
Me and Five want to sign rest in peace DMX, and we need $100 million to do it.
Boom.
And they give it to you.
They give it to you.
You show them how they get their money back,
right?
And they give you the check.
And a lot of people don't realize when you're talking about business credit, it's real easy to get. and I'm just gonna drop this real fast. If you got at least 17 to 20 trade lines on your personal account, and you got a 700 credit score, and you got an LLC, within 10 months, you could be up to $300,000-$500,000. This is something I done did several times with different people, and I got some game. We'll talk about that offline.
I'm just finna say, now that's the game. I don't want to hear that, but I don't mind sharing, but I ain't on top of what he's saying yet. Then we'll let y'all get a piece of it.
Yeah, I charge for that.
For shit show. Yeah. We ain't getting that for free. You gotta go to the membership.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
That's what it is, man. So you going to holler at old K Reno next, huh, man?
Yeah, I'm going to K Reno. That's the big homie, the legendary OG.
Sure. The coldest rapper ever born.
Everybody say that. You know what I'm saying?
Because he is.
Yeah.
And they better recognize.
Bro.
I like to hear him and Eminem on the song. That's my ultimate. I would love to. I would pay for it. That 5 know when he quit playing, they gonna cut the check. See, check 5 already got the $75 million.
Right.
He just ain't told me yet. You know what I'm saying? But soon as 5 gonna release the check, I'm gonna pay for K Reno to get a verse from Eminem. Whenever you do 5, just get make sure. But yeah, that would be a dope song though, bro.
Definitely.
Think about that though, 5. That'd be the craziest ever. Eminem and K Reno?
Yeah.
On a Dr. Dre beat?
That's just.
Yeah.
Fuck what we can make off of it is done. That needed to be done for the art.
Right. For the culture.
Yeah, 2 masters working.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around and throw Rakim on that motherfucker with him, boy.
Yeah.
You really got something going. Had that boy on the hook or something. I'm telling you, follow the leader.
Yeah, bro.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Man, what else you got to spread with us before you get out of here? Because I'm going to need you back.
Yeah.
You got too much game now, bro.
Well,
I can't give him too much of you at one time now. I'm protecting you now like a national treasure.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm doing now? So my building in Shreveport, that's the headquarters. Mm-hmm. But I'm building 200 locations across the city. I'm going to have 4 locations in each state, right? So 200 locations is going to be like a black-owned Live Nation. And that way with my touring, I don't have to worry about keep on contacting clubs and stuff like that. When I take somebody like Young Bleed and I say, hey, we finna do a tour, I already got 200 clubs that I own that all I got to do is push a button and he already riding on the road. And I already got tour buses. I got 2 tour buses. So that's going to be for the artists. I got 5 vans, that I wrap, because we doing merchandise as well on the tour. But the biggest plan right now is to have these 200 buildings reach at least $350,000 to $500,000 a year, which at the 350 mark is going to be about $70 million a year annually just for the touring part. That's not include merchant. That's not including like monetization, songs, video content. That's just off of touring, $70 million annually. Ooh. So and have a bigger roster too. You know what I'm saying? But right now I kind of changed things up. Back in the day I had 20, 30 artists. Right now I'm just pushing Young Bleed and Young LA. Yeah. Well, we didn't
lighter the load, the better the.
No, we didn't sign deals. Cause here's what I got. Back in the day, I used to bring artists to shows. Imagine me bringing an artist to a show. I got 30 artists on the show, and then these 30 artists can go directly to you now. And now they cut me out. Or I bring you to the show, and the promoter meet you and get your number, and now they cut me out.
Cut you out.
So, and that's what I was used to by a lot of artists, and I was like, you know what? I'm missing out on so much money because a lot of these artists, when we have this conversation, I'm like, look, I'm finna make you $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. But the only thing I ask when you get in this club is if my shows, I ain't talking about somebody else book you, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But when I bring you to my shows and my arenas with my team, don't cut me out. And guess what they do?
Cut you out.
Every fucking time, dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mentality of the crab in the bucket mentality. Is who he think he is. But they do it. You from the streets, you can't have your Mexican everywhere with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All your 5 everywhere with you. They gonna know that 5 got them for the cheapest. Right. I don't know 5 be hustling, do y'all? Don't say that. Don't tell him I told y'all that. Allegedly. And then 5 crazy. But just imagine though, they do it in the streets. Yeah. You bring them to LA, they gonna get up in your herb plug, your drink plug, your So going in the club and cutting you out with the promoter but keep doing great business. Keep doing your business. Let them do what they do. Because guess what happens? 9 times out of 10, that never works anyway.
But I'm going to tell you
Game
something.
guard ain't going to let it work.
But I tell them, I say, listen here, man. Don't throw away $500,000 for $500. Because when I see this, I know my worth, and now I'm going to cut you off. So now you're going to lose me because you want to get $500 from a nigga who finna book you one time, and he going to be through with you versus a nigga like me. I'm finna book you 1,000 times. I don't got time for that.
Around the world.
You see what I'm saying? So I go through a lot of that with artists. Like even you know, sometimes with these artists, I tell them I make them money, and they constantly calling my phone to get the money. But then when it's time for a video drop,
they slow as hell.
It take a week or 2 weeks for a video drop.
And all they gotta do is hang up and do it right then.
Right then.
I'm gonna tell you how you do it. It's reverse psychology. You just need to take a little psychology when you're dealing, because you're dealing with hundreds of buildings and hundreds and thousands of employees. Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Hey man, when you get in there, just get the promoter number. Because as soon as you get the number, I'm gonna be done with you.
Right.
So let's just cut our relationship off early. There it is.
Yeah,
what they gonna do, man? I don't want that nigga number, bro.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me what to do? You ain't gonna tell me to go get somebody number, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm the big dog, nigga.
Bro.
I don't want that Negro number.
Yeah.
Hell is wrong with you?
I'm gonna try that.
He trying to tell me what to do. Yeah, he gonna tell his partner walking at 5. He trying to tell me what to do. Imagine that. Get the number.
Right.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
All you gotta do, I guarantee you, them tables gonna turn. Watch what I tell you.
I'm gonna try that, bro. I'm gonna try that.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
I promise.
I'm gonna tell you something right now too. You know, with Young Bleed and Young LA, because I'm doing single deals, but the single deals is saying, hey, I'm gonna put you on this many shows. You produce a single for my label, and I'm gonna make you 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, whatever. So right now we just did Young LA. I set him up like 12 interviews or whatnot. He happened to go viral on a few of the
interviews. Yeah, he went viral. Shout out Boss Talk. He went. They went crazy. He be wearing the damn jumpsuit. All the time. I said, he know where he got his bread butter at.
And that was with my little homie, Lil Dave, Denver Road Music. He one of the biggest independent artists out of Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
Man. So he do the same thing I do in Oklahoma, Lil Dave. He actually took, when Lil Dave, he like one of the dudes who kind of help everything out, you know, especially with me, because sometimes I just want to be at the house. So he'll run everything for me. But he picked Young LA up. He took him to all the interviews that we had set up for him. And he went viral on a lot of other ones, because I was running a campaign, because I was actually running his Instagram. And I'm boosting a lot of his stuff that's already go viral. And then I'm running Google ads on the other ones. And he happened to go viral with the, don't I be with J Money serving everybody? But now this is how we lost, right? If you go to TikTok right now and you look at the repost, there's over 200,000 people who reposting. There's over 4 billion views. Guess who didn't get paid? So if you look at that, when you see the reused content, it says not available for commercial use. So that's one of the things that actually, when we started the viral campaign, I wasn't thinking about. So now I'm doing a viral campaign with Young Bleed, which is gonna start in October. It's called a How You Do That Challenge, which is gonna remix his song again.
Ain't gonna get him back high.
Yeah, but I done contacted Universal first. And I'm getting the mechanical rights for it so he can get it. It's been over 20 years since that song was released.
Oh, yeah,
so I told him,
He getting ahead of it. He getting ahead of that curve.
This time we gonna get it licensed. We gonna get all the mechanicals. We gonna get everything.
At the gate.
And re-release it for digital download again.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I was like, we gotta be smart about it, because you know, billions of views with this day and age that can track everything on social media and put all that money right into your account. That's something we got to make sure we on top of.
Man, y'all heard it first right here, man.
Yeah.
One-on-one with me and Mike D, man. Y'all stay tuned. We finna take a break. We got
Yes,
LD 300 coming up.
Yes,
My
sir.
boy Baby Savage is finna get to his next destination, because y'all see he's a $100 billion nigga in the making.
Yeah.
So y'all just stay tuned, man. We got more coming, man.
And I'm gonna say this before I go: if anybody want to hit me up, 318-540-9376. I do what I do because I don't wait for the phone call. I pick up the phone.
Man, phone number one more time.
Yeah, 318-540-9376.
It worked for Mike Jones. It might work for you. Let's
bro.
go.
another
Peace.
nigga I booked.
Yeah, Miggity Jones.
Hell yeah.